This is about your manhood.
What's going on, sports family, and welcome to another edition of Roll Call, presented by The Unit. I am your host, Viper. I got the unit in the building tonight. What you trying to be, a ventriloquist? What you trying to do, Hollywood? I got the unit in the building tonight. We are fresh off of a fantasy draft. I want to thank all of our participants for their donation. It's going to be great. And I plan to hold the belt again. So I got the unit. Let's go. Sandman, Salina, Kansas. What you got, man?
Man, not much, man. We were my 8th grade middle school team was supposed to open last week, man, but we got kind of lightninged out, man. So we play tomorrow. We gonna play Newton. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. We got a few dogs out there. We gonna see how we really look. You know, we kind of got a bye in the first week, so we gonna see how we really look.
Nothing wrong with a little bye. Nothing wrong with a little bye. Hollywood, Dallas, Texas. What you got, man?
Hey, man, since we're talking about sports, man, look, Kaya had her first game, man, 2 weeks ago now, because I know we didn't have a show last week. Yeah, she started off the season strong, 4 goals. I think she even had an assist or 2. We don't really count those yet. We only care about goals right now. But she had 4 goals, dog.
Oh, man, it sounds like she's right on pace to hit her 50-goal clip,
yeah,
dog.
She's on pace, baby. She's on pace, baby.
Oh, my gosh. Stinger, Omaha, Nebraska. What you got, man?
Hey, man, I don't really have too much, man. I'm doing good. We just started soccer a couple weekends ago. I just took this last weekend off, and I did myself a favor. Isaiah's 6 and Naomi's 4. They should be in two different leagues. I'm like, nah. Yeah, you playing up this year, Naomi. we got one game on Saturday. Hey, the whole Ross family's involved. I'm coaching.
They on the same team?
Yeah, they on the same team.
Oh,
same team.
Hey, come on,
they were out there
man.
the first game, man. They won like 8-2.
Do better, man.
Shit.
They're smashing.
Do
so
better.
Ross is taking over soccer now. Football.
Special happy birthday wishes to Blaze. He is now officially 5. The family was here. Had the surf and turf going.
Surf and turf. I told you, boy.
How was them smoke crab legs though?
Bro, I almost bit my finger off a couple times. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Try to tell
Your little
you.
smoke genie did it, bro. Your little smoke genie.
He said a smoke genie.
You have no problem eating them though.
No.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
Oh no. Brisket was on point too.
Yeah.
Brisket was solid too.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey.
We eat it. We can still just make fun of how you made it. We still gonna eat it though.
Yeah.
Still gonna eat.
We had a jump party, and it had the wipeout, and I dared Sandman to get in there, man.
Oh man.
With the 2 little things to go
Right,
around.
that
Oh,
shit
we
was
gonna post it.
hilarious.
We gonna post it on YouTube.
And I took the bait too.
He took the bait. I was like, man, I think you can do it, dog.
Hey, but there's more.
Do it.
Hey, but there's more to that. There's more to that story. You want to go ahead and fill him in on that, sir?
What's that? What happened?
There's more to the story because that thing is like they run it over there by computer,
yeah.
like the Bulls and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So go ahead. You go ahead. You tell it.
He Sandman jumps in there, and the lady's like, it's kids in there, so they're trying to go slow. I'm like, why is she going so fucking slow, man? I walk over to her. I said, look. We paid a lot of money to be at this birthday today. Okay, y'all are hosting us right now. That's my blood in there. I need you to go ahead and turn this motherfucker up. I need you to turn up as fast as it go. Boy, you should see Hollywood. Sandman was in there jumping around. He was ducking. He had about 5 or 6 good jumps in him, and then he was done. He was done.
Hey, I just laid down and let it go over the top of me, dog.
Oh man, but we had a good time. Hollywood wasn't there though.
Nah, man. It wasn't.
You ain't make the trip?
Man, you know.
Nah, man. I got tennis, man. I be tennis, and All kinds of shit going on, man.
Hollywood needs motivation to travel. You gotta have the right motivation.
Yeah.
Well, I saw all I needed to see in a 15-second video of Wipeouts.
Pretty much.
Caught up.
Pretty much.
I'm all caught up.
We are fresh off the fantasy draft tonight. I mean, real quick, round table. How are y'all feeling about your teams?
We got too many motherfucking squad.
12-team league, man. It's tight out there.
Man, it was too many people, man. We need to drop down to 10. We can't do 12.
10, we dropped down like 6.
I mean, once we got to the fourth round, I didn't know any of those people.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Well,
After the first couple picks,
you gotta do your
man.
research, man.
Sleeper
It's all about
picks, man.
Yeah, you gotta do your research.
You can do research, but you still don't know who the fuck they are. Google can't even find some of these motherfuckers.
The NFL season begins tomorrow, and our fantasy football league will begin. But one last time, I would just like to say I am currently the sitting unit champ and fantasy football Roll Call Sports podcast champ.
As of tomorrow, no one is the champion.
You a
not
lame
true.
duck. You
Yeah,
a lame
it's not
duck.
True. No, it's not.
Once
No,
the
it's
season
not.
starts, it's no.
You lame duck.
Motherfucker, the championship goes through my basement.
Says the commissioner. Says the
Hey,
commissioner.
man. Hey. It just is what it is, man. It is what it is. Let's get to the show. Apparently, the Lakers are just trying to sign a dream team. I mean, I don't want to spend too much time on this hoops, man. But y'all, I mean, what's going on, man? Lakers picking up everybody.
Hoop season starts in like a month, bro. I don't know what you talking about. Like,
they're a month out.
Shit ain't that far away, bro. It's around the corner.
Yeah.
Hey, man, these motherfuckers will sign in everybody.
Everybody.
But what are you going to do with all those people?
They got DeAndre Jordan. Dog, did you see they just worked out Darren Collison? They working out there.
Yeah.
Bro, man.
Hey.
Look, man.
I mean, how do you do that? Usually there's not enough basketballs.
Hey, they all vets, man.
Yeah,
None of them want to play more than 20 minutes.
That's what I told them. Like, I told them they only got to be great for 5 minutes a night. That's it.
Hey, that's that old man ball. They be like, come get me.
Yeah, man. They just got to be great for 5. And then, like, you think about it, man. You got to win different ways in the league.
All right, we're moving on.
There's some dudes. There's some guys that won't play at all during certain matchups, right? Just because they don't fit.
Good,
so you got to be able to win multiple ways, man. Yeah. But yeah, they got a lot of motherfuckers.
Got it all.
They got it all, bro. They got it all.
6 automatic qualifiers have now joined the captains, the 6 captain picks. So for the United States, the Ryder Cup team, United States team has been put together. So they got Colin Morikawa, Dustin Johnson, Bryson DeChambeau, Brooks Koepka. They shouldn't have named them together because I don't think they don't want their names together at all. Justin Thomas, Patrick Cantlay, right, and then the captain's picks are Daniel Berger, Harris English. Hollywood, stop me if any of these are your favorite players.
Okay.
Tony Finau, Xander Schauffele, Scotty Scheffler, and Jordan Spieth. Whistling Straits in Haven, Wisconsin.
No
Wisconsin.
No Tiger.
There's no Tiger. There is a Tiger update. You know, Steve Stricker and Tiger. Steve Stricker and Tiger are good friends. You know, Tiger's huge on the Ryder Cup. He likes the Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
But Steve Stricker said he's doing well and he's getting healthy and hadn't picked up a golf club yet. I just don't see how it's gonna happen. But yeah, I'm actually pretty excited about the Ryder Cup this year. You know, it's a good thing. It's, you know, it's us versus them. I feel like them win a lot more than we do. You know, it's a weird dynamic between the Europeans and the Americans because, like, we don't know the concept of team really well, and the Europeans have a very good concept of team. So they play together, they feed off each other, they feed off the energy. I think we just have a bunch of really good players, but we're not able to put it together in this format. So,
And 2 of them don't like each other. Is that
and
correct?
Bryson DeChambeau and Brooks Koepka hate each other. Like, literally. I don't know
will
if y'all
watch
heard
for that.
I don't know if you heard. So recently, And the PGA put out a rule that says if you call any player out of their name intentionally, you can be removed from a PGA tournament because fans were going around. Now, how thin-skinned do you have to be, right?
Yeah, that's soft.
Because golf. I mean, meanwhile in the NBA, motherfuckers are getting hit in the head with water bottles, right? But on the golf course, right? If you call Bryson DeChambeau, because they've been calling him Brooksy, right? So they've been calling him Brook. They're like, "Hey, Brooksy," and Bryson basically pointed to the fan and was like, "Hey, get him out of here." So,
Wow,
a little odd.
that's a lot of power.
It's weird. It's weird. So we'll see how this goes. I think it'll be exciting. We'll talk a little bit more about it as we get close. September 24th through the 26th at Whistling Straits in Haven, Wisconsin. I almost wanted to go, but I have other travel plans. So anyway, moving along, U.S. Open young person game.
Yeah, man. It's turning.
This looks like a Hollywood topic. Why don't you go ahead and take it away?
I mean, it's tennis. It is a major. I mean, we have to talk about. We're talking about the fucking Ryder Cup. I don't even. Anyway,
everybody watches the Ryder Cup. You're the only person that doesn't.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
He's pretty sure about that.
No. Anyway, the U.S. Open. No, man, it's crazy because the people who are getting older, like Federer, Nadal, even Serena, they all were either injured or just didn't have it to play, man. So there's some
They're
young.
fucking old.
We got some young Americans, man. There's a young girl named Shelby Rogers who's playing. There's a dude that's from Canada, even though I'm not a Canadian fan. Dude named Felix. I got kind of a weird. It's French name. Felix Auger.
And
it's a hyphenated last name. He's got a hyphenated last name.
What's the girl's name from Canada? Because she was whooping head too.
Oh, Fernandez.
Yes.
Yeah, Fernandez. Yeah, all these, and they're all like 19, 21, 22 years old, man. They are doing things. The only problem is Novak's still in this bitch. So as long as Novak's here, the guard is not changing.
Not changing yet.
But the women's wide open right now, man. The women's wide open, and there's been some good matches. There's a guy I like to watch named Francis Tiafoe. He's American. He got a pretty cool ass story. Long story short, his parents came over from Africa, and as a little boy, his dad ran a tennis facility as the maintenance guy. So he would watch the kids playing tennis. And so he would just start emulating them. And then finally somebody saw him and was like, "Hey, let me teach you, blah, blah, blah." So now
that's a movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's a movie.
Yeah, man, he said they used to sleep in the tennis facility.
That's a movie.
Remember them benches we used to have when we go to training room?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They sleep on them training room benches, man.
How
But
good
anyway,
is he? Like, is he good enough to win?
Yeah, he's top 20. He lost to the Canadian kid Felix.
Yeah.
But he's good, man, and he's getting better. He's only getting better.
60 right there.
You just need to make a win a major, man. They'll make a movie about him.
Yeah. He's young, up and coming, man. He got a crazy forehand. So yeah. So anyway, man, a lot of good stuff going on at the U.S. Open. That's all I got, sir. I'm done.
Can we go to buffoonery now?
Yeah, man. Let's go.
All right, let's go. Pulling up on buffoonery. Welcome to Buffoonery Boulevard, where the unit talks about the silliest shit that happened in sports. This first one is so appropriate. So apparently, Ryan Greenhagen from Fordham, is it University, or do they just go by Fordham?
Fordham University.
It has to be Fordham University.
Fordham University sets an NCAA Division I record for tackles against none other than the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Yep.
And Nebraska won, so was they just blocking everybody but him?
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Everybody but him.
And the funniest thing is, the buffoonery is that he actually got a sack. So the tackle that put him at 31 was a sack.
Oh wow! I didn't know.
No
that.
surprise there.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
I didn't know
that's
that.
that's a lot. That's a lot of tackles. That's a lot of anything. That's a lot of anything.
That's the listen. Let me tell you something. If you pull up after week 3 and you've got 31 tackles, you're doing your job.
You do.
You're doing a good job.
You're doing good.
Let's put this into football perspective.
Hey, he can take the next 2 weeks off.
Let's put this into football perspective here, okay? The average college game, you run between about 75 and maybe 90 plays. Average.
Yeah.
Your boy's getting a tackle every third play. Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
No surprise.
On third down, he's coming. He got you.
Go.
But hey, in Lincoln, they're not worried about who's blocking him. Who's blocking that guy? Like somebody
Who's
you would think would be
blocking
like, who's blocking that guy?
blocking
No, not in Lincoln, man. Just keep
No,
running the same shit.
No, don't. So next up on Buffoonery Boulevard.
Hey, you know that's what happened. Can somebody block that guy?
No. Viper wants you to put that in your pocket for later, though. I know what he's doing.
Okay, all right, I'll put it in my pocket.
Yeah. Put it in your pocket for later, man, because it's we'll come back around to it. So apparently, Presbyterian has a record-setting day in Kevin Kelly debut. The guy scored 84 points and didn't punt.
Yeah, he doesn't punt.
God.
Oh.
That's a lot of points, dog.
84?
Listen, there's coaching jobs out there.
Who are they playing? Jesus.
I don't know. Does it matter?
No, I guess not.
I mean,
damn, that's a lot of points.
Who gives up 84 points?
Hey, this was a high school game?
Butch Albright would roll over in his grave.
Was
No,
this
this is
a
college? It's college.
Oh, this is college?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I can tell you right now, all the Division I coaches, man, this is what they do when they looking for their out of conference games. They go to that damn newspaper or online now to look at all the scores, all the little schools, and they be like, "Who do we want to play next year for a warm up?" Look. Whoever they playing gonna get some calls here in the next couple weeks.
84-0.
Yeah,
Golly, that's an ass whooping.
That's his first. But the coach, like
That's
he
his
came from
debut.
high school, right? He was a high school coach.
Yeah, in Arkansas,
yeah.
he's an Arkansas high school coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's the one that doesn't punt, right?
Right,
And goes
right.
for it every fourth down.
Yep, every fourth down.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I do remember this guy.
Yeah, Lincoln could probably use a guy like that. Up in
Yeah.
Lincoln, they could probably.
But it's funny because his whole logic behind it, if you've ever seen, he's actually not wrong. Like the percentages are actually in your favor to not punt.
Analytics, that's what it's going to tell you.
He uses probability. Yeah.
Yeah,
I see it, but man, sometimes I'm like, here's the deal. So just so y'all know too, because I watched this documentary, he fucking punts. When the game's tight, he'll punt, right? Like he'll punt.
Yeah.
Now, if the game's like, if it's game's 2 touchdowns and the probability, right, then he might go for it, right, on his own.
Or if
his
it's
own
84
25.
nothing. I don't know.
But people, don't get it like, oh, he doesn't punt. He punts.
Bro, speaking of 31 fucking tackles, you don't have to punt when your quarterback is 38 for 50, 538 yards, and 10 fucking touchdowns. Okay?
10 touchdowns.
10 touchdowns, bro. That's
What are we doing?
crazy.
Hey, Vibe, same thing. 3 games in, you got 10 touchdowns. You're having a hell of a season.
Hell of a
Hell of a
season.
season.
They're off to a great start. They're off to an NCAA Division I record.
Hey, you on the Heisman watch. You got 10 touchdowns.
Should be legit.
Man.
Shit.
Legit.
I
At
will
least
be
get a
looking for
call.
their scores now going forward, for the record. I will be seeing what they doing.
I don't now, y'all. This next one, y'all gonna have to help me. I don't know where the buffoonery's at with this, but Ed Ogeron's coming down into the stadium in UCLA, And he says, "Come on down here." You know, some fan is heckling him, and you can't really make out what they're saying. He says, "Come on down here, get your ass on down here in that sissy blue." Well, the buffoonery, I guess. What is it? UCLA took this and they took their sissy blue shirts and
they whooped that ass.
And they whooped that ass.
So, well, I think there's two things. One, you got his voice is so unique.
Yeah.
When he says it and hearing his voice say it, it is funny as hell. Yeah. Second, who the fuck uses the word sissy anymore? Like nobody uses that word. Right.
Yeah.
I love him. I love him. I tell you what, they can make all the sissy blue shirts they want. That motherfucker thought twice when he heard that. He's like, "Oh shit, he called me. Did he call me a sissy?"
What's worse, sissy or moist?
I don't know.
They was on the edge though, man. Did you see the video after? They made the video, and now they got the sissy blue T-shirts.
Yeah.
Because you know they sponsored by Nike.
Yeah, I saw this T-shirt. They got the sissy blue.
I said, "Oh man, this dude went out and went viral." Taking the L.
I love Ed Orgeron, man. I like it.
He done after she might not make it through the year.
He be all right,
rid of
man.
his ass.
Sissy, man.
Nah, he's done.
He's won a national
I'm telling you.
championship.
Watch.
You think so?
It's
They just won a
LSU. He's
natty.
done. I guarantee he gets fired this year. I guarantee it. Watch. You want to put money on it?
You're trying to tell me his seat is hotter than? Well,
Yes.
we'll go.
Yes.
We'll talk about that later.
Well,
we'll
yeah,
talk about that
I'll
later.
do that.
Okay. So, last but not least on Buffoonery Boulevard, and if this is not the biggest crock of shit I've ever seen in my life, so apparently, and I don't even who's the linebacker that played for the Patriots. The linebacker that played for the Patriots, I think I don't know what's his name.
Begins with an N.
Something. It doesn't matter.
Ninkovich.
Yeah.
Rob
Comes out and says that at one point in the Cam Newton Mac Jones battle, at one point Mac Jones was teaching Cam Newton the playbook.
I'm not buying that.
Is this not the biggest crock of shit you ever seen in your life?
I'm not buying that.
And I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on with this, so we could probably park here for a little bit. We got time. We can unpack this a little bit. But there's definitely some racial undertones to this, right? Because Cam Newton's not a normal guy. You know, he dresses like he's on the fucking syrup bottle, and he's got, he's kind of, he dances, but they show Tom Brady dancing at practice. Guys want to have fun. Guys want to listen to hip hop. Guys want to listen to whatever. But because Cam Newton wasn't the Patriot way, and Mac Jones just has that sort of, the appropriate look to him, right? It seems a little bit more acceptable. And when this guy comes out and says this, it feels believable. But anybody who knows anything about fucking football knows there is no way in hell that a 10-year veteran is learning anything from a rookie in a camp.
That's the buffoonery.
Nothing.
That's the buffoonery.
That's the fucking buffoonery, man. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Nah, man,
I did my rant. I'm done.
Nah, the thing is this, man. So here's the thing. People are going to listen to this dude, Rob, because he played for the Patriots, right? He won a Super Bowl. Really, Tom Brady won a Super Bowl. He was there. But my point is
and he wasn't even that good.
People are going to listen to him because he knows Bill Belichick and he knows all these people. But come on, man. Cam Newton's already been there a year.
Right.
Cam Newton probably already knows majority of the playbook.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What does he need from Mac Jones? Maybe, look, here's what probably happened. Here's what I think happened. Cam Newton might have missed something in one or two plays, and Mac Jones might have said, hey, you should do this or that, and it blew up into Mac Jones.
Not even.
Giving him the playbook.
That happened.
Yeah. So I just think, man, I'm with you. There's some racial undertones here because that's the stereotype, right? That's what the stereotype's supposed to be.
Yeah. Well, then he's saying it because he can get away with it. They're in New England. They're in Boston. They're in the Northeast. Yeah. Boston is a racist city.
Yeah.
Anybody that's been to Boston, they'll tell you Boston's a racist city. He can get away with that shit. That's why he's saying that shit.
Yeah.
That's why they say
hockey there. I had boy play hockey there.
And Mac Jones' stock went way up. He's gonna go out there and lay a fucking egg.
Way up.
You gonna lay an egg.
Up.
Yeah.
Like he is not one of the best quarterbacks to ever come out of Alabama, right?
Oh well, certainly not. Of course not. No.
So yeah. I mean, and I'm not knocking Mac Jones. I think he looked pretty good. I think he looked a little better than Cam Newton. I'll give him that.
I don't know if it's his fault though. You know?
Yeah. It's just absolute. And the thing that bothers me the most is you realize what kind of world you live in when I go through these comments and people are like, I believe it. And I'm like, what's your justification? Well, Cam Newton was an idiot at Florida. He stole computers. What the hell does that have to do with the comprehension of a playbook? Right. And it's like, and that's how I know your grading criteria. You're not grading on actual knowledge. You're grading on character, right?
He was league MVP.
League MVP.
The best player in the NFL.
The league.
That'd be like, and went to
the Super Bowl.
Patrick Mahomes has only been to one more Super Bowl than Cam Newton.
Bro.
Yeah.
The only thing Cam Newton has done is win a national championship at Blinn. I watched the film. I broke it down. He literally broke our starting linebacker's shoulder on a QB ISO. Broke his shoulder. Blinn won a national championship at Blinn. Won a national championship at Auburn. Played for a Super Bowl in the NFL.
And won an MVP in the NFL.
And won an MVP.
Won an MVP.
He probably knows how to read a playbook.
He can read a damn playbook.
You would
Like,
think.
that's the league. He's doing that at the highest level.
But-
You're like,
At
come
the
on,
highest
man.
level.
Yeah, but it's and I'm telling you, he is the last of those quarterbacks that black guys can't play quarterback. Because none of these new kids ain't nobody saying that about Patrick
Nobody's
Mahomes.
saying that.
And
Nobody's
as a matter of
saying that.
fact, they should be. Because Patrick Mahomes came out and said, I don't know how to read cover 3. I don't know how to read cover 2.
True.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if I talk to that same person and say, oh yeah, Cam did that shit. He don't know nothing about the playbook. If I talk to that same person, they'd say, nah, Patrick Mahomes is good. Right? So he's the last of the black dudes can't play quarterback.
Yes,
right? He kind
I
of came
agree.
through in that
That's
era.
true. That's
right?
true.
So they're trying to do it to Jalen Hurts a little bit. But you see, Justin Fields is pushing Andy Dalton.
Oh, yeah. He
Bro,
should be
what?
starting. They made a
Justin
promise.
Fields should be the starter. That's some
Yeah,
bullshit.
they said, yeah, coach, he got his job on the line. I'm like, what are you doing, man? They said that he said he made Andy Dalton a promise when he came there. Like, man, it's a business, man.
A promise.
Like, come on, man. Like, he
Well,
needs
shit,
to
they
lose
can
his
both
job.
leave. Y'all can both leave together at the end of the
If I was
season.
look, if
I'm
I
gonna
was
I'm gonna tell you what an old ball coach told me one time. Being nice will get you fired.
Yep. Hey man, and if I was a player, man, I'd be like, Coach, what the fuck are you doing? You just seen this motherfucker in Dallas? What are you doing?
Yep. And they all know.
They all know.
They all know. Everybody knows who's the best player. Damn, this ain't even buffoonery, man. I'm sorry. Can we apologize to the fans? This ain't buffoonery. This is some deep shit right here.
We got
right?
3 in. We got 3 in.
But remember this. But here's the thing I thought about when I saw this topic. Mac Jones of Alabama played for Nick Saban. Nick Saban and Bill Belichick are thick as thieves. They are the tightest of friends. So the reason Mac Jones is where he is has a lot to do with Nick Saban and Bill Belichick's relationship for
100%.
sure.
That's a good
100%.
point. That's good. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
Belichick says he runs shit by Saban to make sure it's that it's going to work.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
Yeah,
there's
and them
something to
guys
Mac
go-
Jones in.
Them guys
We'll
go
see.
way back. I don't think people realize they go way back.
they coached for the Cleveland Browns together back in the day.
I was going to say the Browns. Yep.
Yeah.
So they go way back. So, all right. So if you think, and I want to make a public service announcement, I apologize to the unit, but if you think Matt Jones taught Cam Newton anything out of a playbook, you can unsubscribe. I'm good with that. I'm okay. You don't have to listen to us anymore. You're a fucking idiot if you believe that for 1 second. So,
Hey man,
anyway,
don't unsubscribe.
I mean, you know,
Why you gotta cross the line? Why you gotta take it too
Yeah,
far?
man.
I'm a habitual line stepper. That's what I do.
But you are right.
You ain't got to give them all.
Right.
You have to give them all them options, bro. God damn.
You're 100% right, man. So you're 100%
That is going to
right.
bring Buffoonery Boulevard to a close. That fucking Mac Jones shit, man.
Yeah.
Runs me hot.
But don't blame Mac, man. Don't blame Mac.
It ain't Mac.
No, I'm not. I'm trying not to, because I think he may be. He has
He's
the
a decent
potential to be
quarterback. He's
good.
pretty
You know
good,
what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
And the thing about it, and we've talked about this all the time with quarterbacks, get in the right situation.
yeah, exactly.
You've got a great GM. You've got the greatest head coach ever to blow a whistle, right?
Yeah.
They always figure it out on defense, whatever,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll protect him, keep him around.
Yeah. So, next up on the docket, man, Manhattan High smokes Garden City 21-6, man.
Somebody thump.
Hey, shout out to keep going. Shout out to Jason Kazar for the updates that I get every fucking 5 seconds about the score of the game. But we appreciate them, man.
Shit, boy.
Sound terrible.
He said that shit sound
Hey, man,
terrible.
we get Joy to cut something in, man.
Joey, Joey, mix that up. You gotta mix that, Joey.
They got them Dirty Birds this week, huh?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
So
man.
That's a good win to go out to Garden. You got to get out halfway, stretch them out, gents.
Yes.
You got to move around.
Yes.
Then go out there. And then they had a rain delay, right, or a storm delay out there. So long storm delay, but got the win 21-6. Now they're going to play their rival, right? The men from the West.
Well,
Them birds.
So, yeah, that's going to be a good game. Man, you know what? If I don't live stream that, I might be at that sumbitch.
You can live stream the games, huh?
You can live stream the games. Yeah.
I'll have to do that.
And if any of our former Manhattan High football alumni are listening to the show, DM us and we'll get you the link for that. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's off to a good start for them. Speaking of good starts, dun, 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 dun. You know what? I like Techno Cats, man. I like Techno Cats better than the traditional song. I like Techno Cats.
hey, we'll take it.
Yeah. See, I can show love now. I'm in my
Look at you,
position
Harry.
I'm in. I'm
Did
showing
you hear
love.
me?
You feel me?
Yeah, he ain't got
It's
no
all
choice.
love. What's
Hey,
up,
we in
fam?
different conferences now. We ain't
Hey,
affiliated
all
anymore.
love.
man.
Ain't no
I
need
ain't gonna
to
lie
get
to you,
choice,
man.
man.
I thought I'd never see the day, Stinger, where these two cats just jumped off the wagon while it was rolling, bruh.
Off of it.
Not the
We
end of
talking-
the season.
Man,
Off
we-
the wagon.
They just jumped off the wagon. Game
Completely off.
one.
Game one.
No, I'm gonna finish the
Game
year.
one.
Well, hold on.
I'm gonna finish the year. Okay, I'm gonna finish the year.
Well, you
So,
do you.
I made my announcement a couple weeks ago, but I will tell you that the toes of my shoes have holes in them from dragging on the side of this wagon. Okay,
Hey, man, we gonna let y'all get to the corn
Go ahead,
huskers,
man.
Let
Let's talk
him.
about the
Yeah,
Cats,
let
we
him
gonna go
get
ahead and
they
let y'all get
shine,
to the
man.
corn huskers. Man, we went down to Jerry's World and took care of business in the kickoff classic, knocking Stanford out. Man, they had Stanford down bad. I think it was 24-0 all the way into the fourth quarter, man.
I don't mind you saying what you're saying, but you know what's funny is he doesn't have shit to say when they lose or they go on like he's like, oh man,
Hey, I'm still here.
Yeah.
Hey, we didn't have a good season last year. I'm still
We
here.
said that.
Yeah, I ain't pick a new team.
Yeah.
Hey, we still riding.
Hey,
has been
and
in
just
the
for
making, man.
just for the record, Stinger,
Yeah.
I was in his house. I was in his man cave.
Mm-hmm.
I walked in there, bruh. He had all this Nebraska shit folded up and put in the chair.
See, man. That's not good. We're fair weather fans, man. But no, real quick, man.
Fair
real quick,
weather.
weather.
Hey, so So Stinger,
This
I
is
have
like-
one question. I just have one
Let's
question
stay on
for
the
him.
Cats. Hold on. Let's
Hold
Can
on,
we
we're
stay
staying
on
on
the
the Cats. I have one question for him, Stinger.
Yeah.
Kansas State goes into Nebraska this weekend. Who wins?
K-State's winning that. That's
No, I
K-State,
want to hear
yeah.
them say it.
K-State. I don't believe in anything they're doing. I don't even think, listen, I don't even think they're drinking out of the fucking water bottles right. They're not taping ankles right. They're not doing anything right up
Nothing. Nothing.
and they're gonna get their asses fired, and it's probably what they deserve for what they're trying to do.
Yeah, man.
You want to move on? You want to
There
get
it
into
is.
this shit?
There it is.
Hey.
I mean, y'all always talking about the Cats, man. And y'all want to? I mean, we can get into
No,
the Huskers.
hey, Cats are 1-0. We're off to a great
1-0.
start.
Yeah.
A great
Offense
start.
is straight. Offense is straight, but defense looked good. Yeah, man.
And regardless
ready.
of what Stanford does going forward, I mean, they're a formidable team, right?
Yeah,
That's a good
that's
Stanford's
a
a
quality
solid
win.
That's a
neutral
solid
site.
win,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a good win.
That's a quality
Who the
win.
Cats got next? Who they got next?
Southern Illinois. They'll take care of business there.
All right.
All right, good.
Yeah, that normal Bill Snyder schedule. That's pretty normal.
Didn't play Fordham. Didn't play Fordham.
Didn't play for
At
him.
home.
Well, yeah. Look,
Well,
man.
I'm sure that kid would have
Alabama-
31
hey.
tackles against us.
Alabama won handedly versus Miami, so I am not concerned. Handedly.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. So, are y'all ready for the? I'm going to explain this
Oh, yeah.
why I'm no longer a Nebraska fan. Okay. So I was watching the game, and the same thing we talked about.
Well, that's your
There
first
were-
mistake watching the game. But go ahead.
Yeah, I watched the Illinois game, and I'm sure that a lot of people think that I'm just like, hey, they lost the Illinois game. That's why I'm not a fan. That's not why I'm not a fan. We've been losing for years. I'm used to that. The reason why I'm not a fan is because I'm watching the game, and then I see all these players, and I'm like, none of these guys look like they can play. Like, I feel like Nebraska's not playing the best players. I've had this hunch for the last 12, 18 months, but I just couldn't put my finger on it. Literally, one of the linebackers, I mean, it was a sprint to the cone, and the running back from Illinois gave him like a little bit of dead leg. It wasn't even a lot of dead leg. It was just a little bit.
Just a little.
It wasn't wounded. It wasn't
And I
dead.
don't
It was just
know.
wounded.
I'm just going to
dead
call
leg.
his number because I don't feel like it's right to call players out. But 28 wasn't going to make it. He was never going to be there. He was 6 yards behind the play.
Hey,
6
when you-
yards
Tell him
behind
when
the
you
play.
called me, though. He called me. He FaceTimed me and said, hey, watch 28.
I said, just watch 28. Don't do shit else. Just watch 28 on defense. And he's like, no, bro. He's like, we're playing good on defense. I'm like, no, watch 28. They finna find him. Because, listen, in a game, and this is something that, like, regular football fans maybe don't understand, but, like, if a linebacker's struggling or an outside linebacker or a D-line struggling, they will eventually find that weakness and run at him, right? If they feel like he's just getting too far
Yes.
afield
It's
or
called-
he's getting overtaken, right, we're going to go at him.
On offense, I like to call that checking doors because that's what I
Right,
do.
yeah, checking doors, yeah. So that's why you saw in the second half of the game, Nebraska had really no answer, right? They had no answer because of the athletes that they had on the field. That's not why. I was still a fan when the game was over. I was still a fan. So then later on, I decided I was like, I'm passionate about this, 500-mile radius. Some of the black players that we recruited aren't getting in the game. It seems like they don't make it, and then they transfer out. Which literally, by the way, if you go through the transfer portal, I think it's like 37 of the 44 players are black that transferred.
Say
So,
again. Give me that number again.
It's like 37 out of 44. I think it's something. It's something. There were like 8 or 9. There were like 7 or 8 white players that transferred out of Nebraska. So then I'm like, man, and then I start looking around, and then I start looking at the recruits, and then I look at the 500-mile radius, and then I'm like, yeah, what's going on here? So then I take to the Husker board. And I brought this up on the Husker board. I said, I can't even remember the topic and I can't access it all, and I'll explain why later. So I get on the Husker board and I say, are the best players playing, right? Black players leaving, right? And then there was some text. Somebody had put something out about, someone had put something out, a tweet out about how black players weren't coming to Nebraska anymore and they were transferring out. And I basically cut that tweet and put it in the Husker board. And so then I get berated. People are livid. They're like, I can't believe you post that. Are you crazy? We're playing the best players. And I said, what's this 500-mile radius shit? And they're like, everybody wants to be the best in the 500-mile radius. I said, no, they don't. No, they don't. Alabama gives less than a fuck. You can be in Honolulu. We will find you.
Alaska.
You can be in Honolulu.
Say it
never
again.
been to Nebraska. They don't care. Yeah. You can be on the moon, motherfucker. Nick Saban and Ryan Day will find you.
They will find you.
So don't give me this bullshit about the 500-mile radius. So then the guy started making like inappropriate comments towards me, and then everybody kept,
what did he say about beating your wife or some shit?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And then was like, you're a bot. And then Hollywood got in there.
So I get in.
But Hollywood jumps in. He's fucking hot. I'm like, bro, they're going to think you're a fucking bot because I already set the table, and now they're going to think I have this dummy account. But my account's not a dummy account. Like, I've been on that account.
And I had never been on. So my tag was, who's the next coach?
Yeah.
So
So then they're like, you're an Illinois guy just spicing everybody up. The Husker board, listen, I was the hottest topic for 2.5 hours on the Husker board. I had 6 pages of comments, and all I did was kept asking questions. And these guys, they were fucking racist. They were racist. They were being racist. They were like, oh yeah, you this, you that. You're a piece of shit. Anybody who posts something like this. And then some guy goes, I'm black. The Nebraska plays all the best players. We're all family here. I'm like, I don't know you. You're not my family.
We're all family here.
Like, were you at a cookout, motherfucker? You went at a cookout?
He ain't invited to no barbecue.
He drinking the Kool-Aid.
Drinking the Kool-Aid.
So then we started talking, man, and I was just like, and then it kept going, and the post was growing. It was going fast, like quick. Like I moved to the top. I was like 4th or 5th down. I was on the top in like an hour.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
They kept tagging the moderator saying, hey, we need to block this guy. We need to shut this post down.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. And then like 6 or 7 people said it, blocked me.
Yep.
Well, first they blocked Hollywood.
They blocked me first, and I only said a couple things. Like,
and it's like, they don't want to hear it.
They don't want to hear it.
They don't want to hear it. And I cannot be a part of any fan base that doesn't want to hear the truth.
They don't want to hear. Don't call my baby ugly. Don't call my baby ugly.
Wow.
Your baby ugly.
You gotta be honest,
what if they, yes,
man.
he did.
Like, you have to explore every possibility.
Yeah,
right. Like
and
when you're losing like this, you have to explore every possible opportunity here. And it wouldn't surprise me if, sometimes people do stuff that they don't consciously know they're doing. Mm-hmm. Right? They may not be doing it on purpose, but it's fucking happening. And somebody needs to tell them that that's happening. Like,
and that shit looks like it's on purpose.
Yeah,
that's a philosophy, right? That's a philosophy, right?
Yeah. And then I'm like,
500-mile radius. Players who play the right way.
No, I mean you could do that in Florida. Yeah. You could do that at UCF.
You can't even really do that in Florida.
Yeah.
You can't really do that there.
But I'm saying,
so our
like,
defensive
there's players
UCF,
yeah. You can find players in Florida.
Caleb Tanner, who's like 6'3.5". The guy, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's got to fucking put Band-Aids on his knuckles because they drag on the ground, right? He plays outside linebacker, comes in, makes 2 plays, he gets a flag, they yank him. Because he hit the quarterback late, which wasn't really even a late hit. Like, it was kind of
I don't know what they're building. I guess that's the hard
so
part.
I don't know what they're doing, man. I don't know what they're doing, but I tell you what, I don't want to be a part of it anymore. I'm not coming back. I'm not interested in. I can't be bought. Whatever, do whatever, right?
Hey, man.
So I wish Nebraska well. The best of luck to you, Mr. Ryan Held. Couldn't find nobody tickets. Okay?
He ain't gonna never live that
He's
shit down.
never
I
living
wish
that
you
down.
well. That seat's gonna burn your ass, and I hope you enjoy it. That's
Well,
it.
I ain't got much
And
to
I
say
dropped my
after that.
motherfucking mic if it wasn't on the stand. I'm
Hey
done.
man, yeah, they just look. I'm gonna stand with what I said. I'm gonna ride it out this year, right?
How are
But
you
for me-
writing it out? And you just said your Alabama team played well.
I am Alabama, but you were here for the public announcement 2 weeks ago. Don't act like you weren't here. We got receipts. I made the public announcement. I said I'm on waivers right now. Okay, so I'm feeling out. Am I gonna be there now? I'm rolling with Alabama right now, regardless.
I'm all in.
But now I'm not like Viper. I'll come back once they get rid of Frost. So I'll leave, but I'll come back when they get rid of Frost because he just ain't the dude, man.
Hey, real quick, question though. So like on that board that you were on, Viper, was it like are there other threads on that, or was that like the main thread? Like are there other threads that see things the
there's
way that
tons
you
of
do?
Bro,
threads
there's
on
tons of threads. There's like, and it's so funny. They're like, this is a stupid topic. I'm like, you motherfuckers were arguing about who's going to be the running back in January. Like, you think this is a stupid topic? Like, we just played a game today. This
January,
is very relevant.
motherfuckers ain't even gonna make it to January.
This is very relevant to what we're doing right now. So, yeah, man, they're not interested.
Yeah,
Nebraska's
they're not
at-
serious.
Yeah, I'm not-
like
I'm not-
they're not
Nebraska
serious.
was at its heyday when they were recruiting from California, Texas, and Florida. That is when they were the best. And any team across the country will pretty much tell you
Yeah.
that. That's where your talent. I mean, you
not
gotta
Iowa.
find a talent in those places,
right.
man.
That's a philosophy.
I mean,
Yeah.
what is it? Texas and Florida, they're like the number 1, 2, 3 recruiting classes in
Texas,
the country.
Florida, and California. That's it, man. Like that's if you can get a handful of players out of there, lock up your own state, get a handful of players out of there, grab a few out of Ohio. Like you good.
And you bring up a great point. Lock up your own state. Get the best players.
They're not doing that.
And
they're only
one,
getting
they're
players.
not doing that. Well, they're getting who they want.
Yes, but they're
They're
not the
getting who
best
they
players.
want.
Yeah.
But those players tend to not have any melanin in their skin.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the other piece of this is all 4 stars are not created equal. All 4 stars are not created equal because I guarantee you, if you go up and down that list, and they'll talk about 4 stars, and they'll talk about all these linebackers that we got starting, and they're 3 and 4 stars.
No, they're not.
Put them up against some 3, 4 stars from Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida.
Texas, Florida, yeah.
Hey,
Because
man.
players win the games. It's not the stars. Like, where
right.
are my Levante Davids? Where are my Ndamukong Suhs? Like, where are those guys at?
We don't
Why
even
are we
have a
not recruiting?
star.
None.
We don't even have a star.
None.
There's not like one person that you would put on the front of the program.
None. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to say this on the show. They could run the table. I am not a Nebraska fan.
But you
I
know
mean
that
it.
ain't going to happen.
Yeah, I got a pretty good idea. It's not gonna happen.
Hey, this was going to let me tell you what's going to happen. Okay, your boy Scott Frost, they going to give him another year because Trev Alberts is a fucking idiot. So he walked into the job saying, I didn't come here to fire the coach. You don't ever fucking say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you take over a new job, you don't say, hey, I'm not firing anyone. No, I might fire all you motherfuckers. In
I might,
here.
Yeah,
I
they
might
need to
fire
know.
all of y'all.
But what's
They
gonna
need to
happen?
know.
What's gonna happen is he gonna turn into my man Pete Bell from Blue Chips. Okay, when they get down to it, and he realized he gonna need some friends of the program. Shit gonna start to change. Dog. That's what's gonna happen.
Yes.
Or he gonna be gone. Pete Bell.
Yeah.
Telling you,
I
man.
can't believe they-
What's our boy's name? Ricky Rowe.
And I can't believe they let Scott-
cash in a bag.
They let Scott Frost just
Ricky
drag
Rowe,
the.
yeah.
I mean, he set you guys' program back 10 years.
Yeah.
You
Like
guys are
everyone
set
thought
back 10
Callahan
years.
set it back, man. Frost
Yeah,
is kind
no.
of setting it back, bro.
Yeah. You got the best player in Kentucky, and you couldn't keep him.
Nope, couldn't keep him.
Which, I mean, Kentucky's not even a great state, right? But Wandale Robinson, he's a great player. He's a good player. He's a
He's a good
talented player.
He's out.
He'll
Couldn't
probably
keep
end
him.
up in the NFL.
We couldn't even keep Bucket Spillman, and his
Couldn't
dad's
keep
the
him.
GM for the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
like,
Well, I was just looking up that kid from Omaha, man. That was the number one recruit in the state, right? So number one recruit in the state, wide receiver, Xavier Watt, ended up going to Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, you can't lose that kid to Notre Dame, man.
hey,
That
man.
kid's right down the street.
Hey, man, look,
You know.
here's what I'm looking forward to. Because according to Vegas, okay, the bets are in, okay? There's a list of coaches that are ready to take the Nebraska job. At the top of that list is Matt Campbell from Iowa State. And believe it or not, your boy Chris Kleinman is actually on that list for people to take the Nebraska job.
Yep.
Maybe better I'll bring Bo Pelini back today.
Today. Damn.
Hey, I just want y'all to know I already ordered all my Ohio State shit. I've also put in a request. My brother-in-law coached at Ohio State, so I put in a request. I'll be cleaning out his closet when I go down to visit him. So I pretty much should be set. The transition should be seamless for the most part. I've always been a closet fan anyway. Y'all might have seen me on the show wearing Ohio State stuff, right? So yeah, it's gonna work out. It's gonna work out.
And Scott Frost got a whole other shit going on apparently too. So I don't know, man. He better get it the fucking together. And when that you said Stinger, you heard he was playing with the nanny and shit.
Yeah, they said the nanny, the waitresses. I
Yeah,
don't know.
no wedding ring and banging the nanny.
That's why he can't win no fucking game.
Don't
but
be
that's what you do
nasty.
though. Yeah, don't be nasty.
Shut it out.
But that's what you do though. You tell your players, "Oh, you need to learn to play the right way," but you ain't living the right way.
Hey, man.
Preach.
Wow.
But see, that's how it works though.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Yeah, you gonna get your ass fired though. I'm gonna be right there too. I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna watch from afar.
They'll probably ask him to resign. They ain't gonna fire him. They're gonna be like, "Can you just step down?" Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some stat. Somebody tweeted out. People find the weirdest shit. Scott Frost would have to go 36-1 over the next 37 games to be as good as Jim Harbaugh at Michigan.
Yeah, that's bad.
Wow.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Long way to go.
Just can't see it.
Damn.
Can't see it.
I was like, damn.
Shit.
And if you think about the history of Nebraska, think about all the first-time coaches. Like, I would even say up to Pelini. Those guys are winning 9-10 games a year
Yeah,
until they got rid of Pelini, right?
yeah.
After that, it was all downhill. Now it's just worse.
What conference would they have to join to do that?
Right.
The AAC. Well, they probably couldn't even win the AAC. Whack.
Man.
They joined the Pioneer League, man. That's 1AA.
That's crazy though, man. Yeah, that's crazy.
So we're gonna move on because I want to talk about my Buckeyes. But you tell me a coach that can go 4-8, 5-7, 3-5, and not be on an absolute hot seat like most coaches would.
That
be
motherfucker's
fired
just
on
sitting
30
next to
years.
the devil right now.
Hey, like the book Fahrenheit 451, dog. That shit is on blaze, dog.
Bro, he should be sitting next to the devil right now.
Hey, he need to do like LeBron and just go straight blackout all social media. Don't tweet, don't say, I got shit to do. I ain't got time.
Shit, man.
I ain't got time today. All right, man, we're going to move on, man, because I'm done. Ohio State, too much for the Gophers. This was a good game.
It
I
was
think
a good game, man.
The whole unit watched this game, right?
Yeah, it
was
was a good
everybody
game,
watching?
yeah. Yep.
It was a good game.
Yeah.
Stroud is legit, man. Stroud is legit. The pick, he went three touchdowns, one pick. The pick he threw got tipped around. I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
It happened. But,
Yeah.
man, their running game looks solid. And I feel like Minnesota's a good football team.
Minnesota's a good they're a good football team. They're well coached. I agree.
and they're well coached.
They won like 10 games last year.
Yes.
Yeah, they're a good
Yeah,
football
yeah.
team.
Yeah.
And if honestly, if Ibrahim didn't get hurt, Ohio
Yeah.
State still be worried about losing that game because that
Yeah,
boy
that's
was
a good
running
point.
that route.
That boy was killing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Oh,
out
yeah.
for the season, man. He tore his Achilles.
Is he?
I think is what it was.
He had 100 at the half, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He did 100 and a
he was
half.
balling. But it was a really good game. That's a tough opener too, right? For Minnesota and for Ohio State. Because Ohio
Right.
State, you're like, look,
Right.
we got more athletes probably than they got.
Yeah.
Minnesota's like, hey, we gonna grind this shit out. So
Row the
that was a
boat.
good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good game.
But at the end
man.
of the day, Ohio State just made too many big plays. I mean, they were
yeah.
gashing
They came out in the second half.
big rushing yards, right?
Big pass plays.
big
hurt.
pass plays.
man.
Explosion plays. And they take on Oregon this week too.
Oh, Ohio State does?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So that'll be a big game. Big game. Yeah. Hey man, so who the Chiefs got?
The Browns.
Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, that's right.
Cleveland Browns
Trap
on Sunday,
game.
man.
That's gonna be good, man.
Trap
That's gonna be a good
game.
game, bro.
Out the gate. Yeah, it's gonna be a good game, man.
I mean,
Ain't no trap. Oh, you think it's a trap game, man?
I feel
Cleveland's
like this-
good, man.
I feel
Cleveland's
like-
not. They're not a
Cleveland's good.
slouch. Yeah.
I feel like this O line is solidified, right?
Do
But-
you really though?
We just need to see it. I
Yeah,
think they will be.
They're too deep on the O line, man.
Okay.
They ain't making that mistake again, huh?
They're not making that mistake again. They're almost too
Yeah.
deep on the O line, man.
Yeah.
So, my concern is the defense. I think Willie Gay is going to be the catalyst. If he can be as good as they thought he was going to be coming out of college, I think the Chiefs can go the distance. And they're odds on favored to win the Super Bowl. Was it plus 500 or something like that?
Yeah.
And then it's the Bucks. You know.
Oh, the Chiefs are favored to win the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
This year? Really?
Crazy.
That's
isn't it?
interesting.
Yeah.
That is kind of, I think that's a little odd seeing how Tampa Bay, it was their first
They
year
brought
together.
back everything, but they brought on a 48-year-old quarterback. I mean,
Doesn't-
Vegas
Yeah,
doesn't
that
like
was
that.
everything. That's why they
Vegas
brought
doesn't
back
like that.
everything.
Yeah, but they
Well,
got it. But they got everything. All their defense, all their offense, and they didn't remember there was no offseason last year, so there was no because of COVID, so they didn't have time to work together. They kind of had to do that during the season, right? And
Yeah.
they peaked at the right time. So to
Yeah.
think, I think that's. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know, man. I think they have a better overall team. I don't know what the Chiefs defense looks like though, so I can't.
I think they're gonna be all
But
right. I
let
think
me-
their secondary's gonna be all right. I think their
Is it?
secondary's gonna be all right. They got Snead that's coming off his rookie year. He was killing last year.
All right might
they
not
got-
get it though.
What's
Yeah.
that?
All right might not get it.
How
Nah,
old is
I think
Tom?
he's-
He's
he's
45,
nice.
44? How old is Tom?
48.
No, he's not.
Nah, he ain't.
Not 48. He's like 44, 45.
Need one good hit. One
One
good
good
hit.
hit.
He'd be
But see, no, see, here's the
done.
thing. Here's the thing about Tom Brady. If you go to YouTube, I bet you could find this. Go find the sacks of Tom Brady.
He
This
don't
is
get
how-
hit.
This is how good he is. He just falls. You don't even get to hit him. Like he knows he's not. He
Yeah.
doesn't have anything, and
He's
he's gonna
like
get
Peyton
hit.
Manning, man. I don't think that's an art form or anything. You know,
I think it's a seventh sense is what I think it is. Like I'm not about to get killed. I'm gonna lay down. I'll play the next play. Like
yeah.
it's smart. Yeah. Oh,
I got you. I
don't know, man.
Well, I'm excited to watch the Chiefs game. I'll be watching that.
You gotta watch
and see how
Cowboys
they
first
do.
tomorrow, man.
But I think.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna watch it. It's football.
Oh,
you're
you're
gonna
gonna
watch
watch
it.
it.
You're gonna
Everybody's
watch
watching.
it. You're gonna fucking watch it. You're gonna watch it.
Yeah, I'll be in front of the TV watching it.
I ain't watching that shit. I ain't watching that shit.
We'll be texting
Yeah.
back and forth in the unit.
Glued in.
Hey man, before we move on to closing shots, man, I want to give a shout out to North Texas. Yes, sir. Let's go. They got that dub this weekend. So
Oh, they did. Nice.
big win for them. Yeah, man.
Are y'all coming down to a game, man? When you come to a game?
Yeah, we will at some point, man. You know, I got to go get my Ohio State gear. We'll get down there at some point, man. 44-14, big win. Then they play SMU this week, so that'll be a big game because
Yeah, it's
SMU
a big game. Always a big game. Yeah.
SMU's good.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun to watch. But yeah, we'll get down there and watch a game probably in October. So
All right, bet.
yeah. All right. Well, that is going to bring us up to closing shots. Not everybody at once, boys.
I'll go first, man, because I have one. My Buccaneers are playing the Cowboys tomorrow night. I am hoping that I blow out my team for middle school so I don't miss one fucking minute. I am going to be speeding across Salina, Kansas to get to the other side to watch the kickoff. But I did have one important note though on that. So tomorrow the Bucks, my team, they take on the Cowboys.
Cowboys, yeah.
They have 4 Pro Bowl pass catchers, bro, who have accumulated for 19 1,000-yard seasons. That's a lot. That's 7 more. That's 7 more than anyone else's roster. Okay. So I am excited. Tom's gonna be slinging it around. We got an off season. We got that timing thing down. It won't be about the balls thrown out of bounds or into the dirt. He's gonna throw some, but it ain't gonna be all that like it was in the beginning of last year. I am ready for us to hit the ground running. And like I said before, I think in my personal heart of hearts, Tom Brady is playing for a perfect season and a Super Bowl because that is all he has left.
Well, it's a trap game tomorrow.
I mean, Jesus, that's a lot of closing shot, man.
That's a lot.
Hey,
That was a lot.
I didn't have one last show. I didn't have one last show.
Hey, he did say he had one. He did say he had one.
I didn't have one last show. I doubled
He
up.
said he had one. Hey, take your time.
I feel like you took some of my time. Shit.
Hollywood, what you got? Closing shot, man.
Hey, man, I just want to say real quick because I ain't got a lot of time.
Thank you for coming out to the next.
Nah, man, I want to shout out to Brittany, man. Brittany Wagner, man. Her book came out.
Yeah.
I got the nice little notifications like, hey, it's ready. I got them Audible credits, man, too. So I hit it. And I'm already through chapter 3, man. I had to drive to the office, man, the other day, so I had to listen to it. So it's actually pretty good so far. It's a pretty good book. So shout out to Brittany, man, and I'm sure she's excited about her book return. Her book.
That's what's up.
Being out. Yeah.
That's
Go
what's up.
Cowboys.
Singer. Omaha, Nebraska, what you got? Closing shot.
Yeah, man, mine's a little different this week, man. I got a R.I.P. R.I.P. my boy Omar Little from The Wire, man. One of the greatest characters in television history.
Yeah,
Omar,
man.
man.
Yeah,
Michael Williams, man. They found him dead in his apartment this week, man.
Yeah.
So
They think it was a heroin overdose, I think, man.
yeah, I think so, man. So hate to see that, man. But dude was super talented, man. Like I said, that's one of the. If you ain't seen The Wire, like you just gotta go watch it now, just out of principle.
Yeah.
Just go check that out, man. It's good TV. So
Yeah.
Yeah, The Wire is a good show, man.
Rest
You
in
gotta
peace,
check
bro.
that out.
Rest in peace.
That's what's up.
R.I.P.
That's what's up. Hey, man, I just want to let everybody know for my closing shot, you are looking at the 2021 Fantasy Golf Champion. Oh. You can't stop me. I got that trophies banging right now. You can't stop me. I got 500.
Was it Titletown? It's Titletown
It's
University. It's Titletown.
Come on, man. We just all we do is win out here. Trophies.
Hey, you fuck with this
I got
guy,
my Venmo came in hot on Sunday night. Like the tournament was over at 5. I had a Venmo at 5:50.
Oh, man.
Coming in hot. He just needed to make his calculations, man. Hey, man, it was a great win for me. You know, I outlasted a late charge by several quality players. And it's a year-long, league. You pick a golfer every week after round 1. I mean, I just win, man. I just win. And that's why I can't be a Nebraska fan anymore.
All I do is win.
No matter what.
That's right. That's right. That is going to bring this episode of Roll Call Sports Podcast to a close. We want to thank Joey for making us sound so good. We appreciate everything you do. Please remember to visit joeykindle.com for all your production needs. Email us your questions and topic suggestions at theunitpodcast@gmail.com. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell on YouTube. Comment on our shows. Say whatever you want, man. We here for the smoke. So when I say don't at me, I really mean you can at me. So
Smoke.
Comment on the show. We love to hear the feedback. We love to see it on YouTube. We love to see it on Instagram, Twitter. Follow us on Twitter. We are Roll Call Sports with a Z as in zebra. On Facebook, we are Roll Call Sports Podcast. And on Instagram, we are Roll Call Sports Podcast. Again, remember to hit that subscribe button. Watch, listen, however you want to listen, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Look for another episode from us next week. Until then, thank you for listening and God bless. Peace out.
Bang, 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 bang.